Perfect. Well, I think we're just going to get right on into it, everybody. For those of you who were with us last week, you might remember the adventurers set off into the woods, spent their first night out in amongst the stars, and on the next day they stumbled into a camp that they quickly retreated from after gaining some brief intel about it. And they noticed two hobgoblins sitting around a campfire enjoying breakfast, two goblins standing over nearby, and two more goblins in shackles. And at the north end of the camp, a small fenced-in area with a whole bunch of people locked behind them. Today.
It looks awesome.
Thank you.
I think we should try to free the people. There was only two hobgoblins there. I mean, it looked scary over there with all the goblins too, but some were shackled.
What about the goblins?
The goblins were, two of them were shackled.
We're gonna save them, right?
Yeah, they
Save
seem
the
to be
goblins.
prisoners. Take out the hobgoblins and go from there.
That's a good plan.
We should try to sneak up on them.
We can try.
They'll be alert for us, so we gotta be really careful.
Last time we tried sneaking, someone tripped on their dress. Just saying.
It's a little big on me. I can't help it. I'm a halfling.
Not you.
Wait, someone else has a dress?
No, I tripped on the sticks.
Oh.
Yeah, same thing.
It's inherent in the group, apparently.
I'm not a very good sneaker, but I'll try.
I bet if we got the people out, they would help us.
They might. If we freed them.
Well, we don't know how they're or where we could free them from, right? You guys didn't get a good look at that, right? You just seen that they were in a cage. We don't know if there's a door to the cage.
True.
We can cut it open. I think we just focus the hobgoblins instead of trying to free them. Unless they're in danger, like immediate.
Right, but before I could get close enough to see any of that, the little ones started making a bunch of noise, so I had to shut her up and bring her back.
Oh, that's fine. I'm just saying that I don't think we should focus our energy on them as much until we can get the threat away.
True.
And the longer we sit here talking, who knows what's going on over it.
We
should
go
just go take care of it. We should totally just go take care of it. I mean, we've been really successful adventurers so far. I don't see any downside to this. We could save some people, and then they can go back to their towns and tell everybody about us.
I do think we should sneak in there a little bit. We could try to flank them. Two people go one way and the original way you guys went, and then two people go the way the cat went.
Ermi, which way are you going to go? I want to go with Ermi.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
I could just chuck you up under
Or
the
we go in all together. But
I mean, that works.
Which way do you want to go?
sorry, what was your cat's name again?
Lura.
Lura.
L-U-U-R-A.
Yep, all I got was LU.
U-R-A. 2 U's.
Is she really quiet?
Which one?
Criella.
No, I can hear.
Okay.
I can turn her up a little more, I think. Yeah, she's got some more space. There you go. You got to
Make sure it's the danger map, not her.
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
I can get a little closer too.
You should be all right.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
we can flank a little bit, but we don't want to get too separated.
Well, no, it doesn't look like it's that big.
That's the thing.
Well,
Go together. Might be sneakier. Could be sneakier.
I mean, I could be sneaky if I tried. Maybe.
I mean, we can try going together.
Let's just go together.
Let's go together.
Sneakily.
Oh, sneakily. Yeah. Very sneakily. There doesn't look like a lot of places to hide, though.
It's quite foresty on your way in. Like, you're not actually on, stone over there. You guys are still in the forest. If you go back, just for gander in Discord, I have placed a few images to kind of help set the mood for how dense this forest is. Underneath, for us, that's the show visual tab.
Ooh.
Ah, creepy.
So
That is a
it's
creepy.
pretty dense forest. If you'll remember that most of the sunlight doesn't really come through. This camp is kind of in a clearing of trees, so you can tell that there's like natural light coming in from there. But you guys are mostly tucked away in the shadows at the moment. Even with the chattering of Arvita underneath Ermi's arm, the hobgoblins didn't seem to be alerted. They seemed more interested in whatever they were eating.
Who could blame them?
Probably people.
I mean, it smells kind of good.
Let's split up maybe like 20 feet apart and go in a little bit spread out. We don't want them to.
Yeah. That's fine. I'll be in the middle-ish somewhere so I can kind of see everybody.
Go in the front.
Or we're
Going
spreading
in the
out.
front? I can go in the front
Are we spreading
too.
out lengthwise? Widthwise?
Widthwise, like
Not towards them, right? But like, two, not.
not 20 feet, 20 feet, 20 feet. Not like that. Like 20 feet, 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We'll take the
That sounds good.
The high
Yeah, let's do
road.
that.
I've just broke you off into the grouping you had last time. But
That's
if that's
Okay.
different, then let me know. My pants. It was a bird.
Your pants?
And I thought they were on your desk.
Yeah, whatever. I'll write in pencil.
Behind your keyboard there were pins.
Oh, I don't know. Whatever. I'll write in pencil. It's all good. Oh, here's one.
No,
Perfect.
pencil.
Well, I write in pencil sometimes, but I prefer pen for a lot of things. Okay, so you guys are separated out and begin to proceed forward. So go ahead and give me some stealth.
I don't want to.
Not you.
You're supposed to be sneaky. You're the rogue here.
I know, but you know my dice hate me.
Today's a good day, though.
Well,
You got 12.
30, 20.
It's 14.
16.
Hey guys, we very very
Can't
sneaky.
fucking hear me.
No kidding. The elephant is being quite sneaky in the forest. Something that oh wait, that's hippos in water. I was gonna say, aren't elephants like the most dangerous land animal? But
Now, hippos out of water are pretty dangerous too.
What's a hippo?
so you guys begin to quietly creep forward, taking very careful, cautious steps. A nice plan at the ready, and as you get closer, you can just kind of like go ahead and make perception checks. Thank you. Go ahead and call them out.
13.
15.
nah.
What was that, Arvita?
It was an aw. No, it
Did
was
you get-
no. I got a 15.
9.
Okay. The dismembered bugbears. Oh, I forgot to put the bugbears out. That's okay. There's several corpses of them littered around, and as you're cautiously approaching and kind of scouting out the camp a bit, you notice that the bugbears, as I've described previously, have been quite dismembered. But there's lots of glistening blood still in the morning light. So you can tell right away that these are mostly fresh kills.
Are they spread about in a haphazard way, or are they like do they have them organized like they're going to prepare them for something else, or does it just look like chaos?
Yeah, we'll go with what your perception was, because I think that might be the most appropriate thing for the situation. It looks like maybe a battle broke out here, and it, possibly the dismembering happened post-mortem, but the way, like, where the bodies are, there's no rhyme or reason to it. It just is kind of chaos with them strewn about.
Okay.
When we get closer, I would like to cast a guiding bolt on one of those guys, if I can.
Like once you're in range, basically.
Yeah. Well, I don't want like my range, but when we get closer. How far out would you say we were?
You guys were probably about, like, where you retreated, you were about 200 feet away, I think was about where I said you were, because Tonk stayed behind completely, and then Criella sent her cat forward.
Yeah.
So it's somewhere between like the 200 foot range is about where you guys were.
Yeah. Let me get it with the 120 feet, and if I can see them through the trees, I would like to cast guiding bolt.
Okay. Well, Tonk's gonna start it off with a bang, a literal bang here.
What happens with guiding bolt?
So at this point in time, I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh, that's what happens with guiding bolt. Come on, big die.
18.
Go ahead and call them out, guys.
17.
18.
Dirt to 20.
All night long.
Hey!
Dang.
So it's funny, I wrote it Criella, Ermi, Arvita, Tonk, but it's actually the back. Wait, who got the 18? That was Criella, or
That was Ermi.
Ermi. Right? Okay, yeah. So I wrote the numbers down in a descending order. I wrote them down as you called them out, but it actually ended up being out perfect. So Tonk, Ermi.
I'm ready to kill people.
Yeah, seriously. Okay. I guess we should probably switch from ominous music to a little bit of combat music, because that is definitely happening at the moment, right?
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
Yeah, me too.
These people are so lucky.
Yeah. As soon as I'm in range, she'll fetch. Yeah, that as well. But I think that's quite nice.
So you guys are kind of going in together, and suddenly you guys see Tom stop and lift his holy symbol, and something happens.
Lift my holy symbol and point my hammer towards him. Guiding.
So is that I make a save, or is that an
I
attack roll, right? They definitely aren't ready for a fight, so I think it's safe to say that you guys have surprise. They have surprise, I should say, is the proper way to say that.
16 to hit.
16 to hit. Oh goodness, why is that all tucked away in here? Horrible cascade of papers flies out of my book as I grab it. I don't believe a 16 hits because you're shooting at the hobgoblins, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Read to me what the spell says, please, if you don't mind.
Flash of light streaks toward a creature of your choice within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, target takes 46 radiant.
Okay. Yeah. So suddenly they are alerted as it happens, and you hear them yell out in a. Correct me if I'm wrong, but as we learned previously, none of you understand Goblin. You hear them yell out in a language you do not understand, and you see them both reach over and grab weapons. But so that would be the end of the surprise, because that definitely is a thing that just happened with
We
the
don't all
mess.
get surprised.
No, I think he announced our arrival.
Yeah, he announced the arrival. So
Oh, okay.
yeah. If you guys would like coordinated the attack a bit, perhaps they would still be surprised.
I said as soon as I was in range, I would shoot too, but that's okay. It's good.
Sure. Okay, so it's not gonna matter. Tonk, you're up.
Let's do it again. I want to kill him. Fuck this game.
What'd you roll?
A 10.
A 10 does not hit. Hermie, so you guys are about 120 feet away from the hobgoblins.
I would like to move up, please.
Okay, how far?
My whole 30.
Okay. So. And so, let's see. Okay, you're still a ways back. So we'll just leave you there so you're in view. But okay, so we moved up 31. So you're now 90 away. Okay, yeah, Ermi, you were up.
I will pull out my short bow and shoot at one of the hobgoblins.
Okay.
I may have just shot myself.
Oh no.
It's gonna be a fun game.
No, you don't.
Okay,
You
good.
can keep for a natural one. But your arrow definitely just kind of sails off into the distance. Uh-oh.
Why'd you fire it straight up?
Yeah, my dad says that's dangerous. You shouldn't do that.
She's going for one of those pull down.
But you know, we all need a warm up.
Okay, so what are you doing now?
Right. No, I would like to move behind the tree that's in front of me on the screen. I can see a tree there. Can I get behind it?
No, you jump out.
You're quite a ways back, yeah.
Oh.
You move your whole movement. You
The map itself, like the little battlefield there, is 60 feet from the hobgoblins to the edge. So you guys are quite a bit further back. So you can move and dash if you wanted to get closer.
I'll do that. I'll move. I'll take my full movement and then I'll bonus action dash. Thanks
Okay.
for reminding me that's a thing.
Yeah, you're welcome. So that gets you, so now you're 60 feet away from them. Arvita.
I see my friends taking off. We didn't talk about this, and I just wait for me, Ermi. And I like pull my javelin out.
Okay. So are you going to try to keep pace with Ermi and then just run?
Yeah, I know I'm not going to make it because I can't
Yeah.
get very far, but I think I should be able to get in range of my javelin.
So what's the range of your javelin?
120 at range 30-120.
Yeah, so you could throw it now. You would be at disadvantage.
That's
But
okay.
you could choose to move up closer, and instead of throwing, you will still be at disadvantage if you throw it, but you'll still be further back. So if you're trying to get closer, I mean, it's up to you, but I know you're still learning. You might want to use your action to run a second time. So you would move 50 feet this turn instead of just 25.
No, that's not what Arvita would do.
Okay,
She'd
so
be throwing that javelin as she ran, like, Ermi, wait!
All right, so go ahead and roll an attack roll with disadvantage.
She's gonna get 2 natural 20s.
No, I got a natural 20 and a 7.
That's fine. Yeah, your javelin plunks into a tree, but definitely way closer than where these guys are currently at. So,
And I'll take full movement or whatever.
okay.
That was one javelin down.
So you're now 95 feet away. Criella.
I'm going to run forward and like my 30 feet, and as I am, I'm forming an ice ball in my hand, kind of like pulsing it. And as I get into my 30 feet, I'm gonna throw it forward at one of them,
Okay.
the closest one to me.
Sure. Make an attack. Chill touch.
Yeah.
Make an attack.
17.
17. The ice shatters on a tree as it comes
Oh,
off into the distance.
shit. Tough.
You see the hobgoblins, they stand up with their swords and shields drawn, looking around. And he points, one of them raises his sword and points it towards the general direction you guys are, and he yells something at the goblins. And the goblins, you watch as they grab their bows and turn and fire.
Weren't they shackled?
Two of
Yeah.
them.
So there's two other goblins that are not shackled.
Oh, okay.
And Criella, does a 18 hit you?
Oh yeah.
You do have partial cover here. You're lightly obscured. So let's see. I know I have cover somewhere here. Like half cover, so +2 to your AC then.
No, it still hits.
Still
Don't
hits.
you have a fancy staff?
Yeah.
2, and technically you can't cast shield as a reaction with that stuff.
Oh.
That's right.
You have to cast it as an action.
That's right.
Unfortunately. Okay, so that hits you. And you take 6 points of piercing damage as an arrow pierces into you.
Can I do a reaction to that?
If you have something else that's a reactionary, yeah.
Hellish Rebuke?
Does that have a distance range or is that infinite range? I'm not 100% familiar with. But absolutely.
It's a 60-foot range.
Okay, so you would be unable to do that at this distance.
Okay. 30 feet closer.
And the other goblin, as he fires, his arrow just sails off into the distance. You guys hear it like clatter into the tree branches above your head.
Let me see who is firing it.
I mean, like, you guys kind of have pretty good view of what's going on. Like, even though there's a lot of trees in between you and them, the goblins were shooting arrows at you.
I mean, like,
Which of us?
Tonk and Creella's group, or
Or
Yeah, there's not really like a trajectory for that.
Okay.
Yep. Tonk, you were up.
Go another 30 feet in.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Could you tell me how much damage I took?
6 points.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Totally like.
Kind of like that arrow.
And that puts me.
You're now 60 feet away.
I will just ask. Oh. Sacred Flame.
Okay.
That's a save.
Save. Okay. What kind of thing?
The Hobgoblins. It is a dexterity save. Ugh.
That is not going to do it. I got a 12.
Almost had it.
All right, you guys are still low.
A little bit.
A whole 2 points of damage.
All right. So one of the hobgoblins. Points of damage. We'll just say that the one with the bow, even though he's not actually holding a bow, they both have shields and swords. You see him. A little bit of like searing on his flesh, and he lets out a growl and hiss. Ermi, you are up.
So, because that was Sacred Flame, now that guy had advantage.
That was guiding bolt that does that.
It's guiding bolt. That's what I tried hitting the first.
Yeah, Sacred Flame is just his cantrip.
I was trying to help, but I failed completely.
I
And
think it should be. Just throwing it out there. It's nothing. So I'm going to shoot at the guy anyway. And that is 17 to hit.
Okay. The hobgoblin raises his shield, and you see the arrow just pink off of it.
Take my movement. I'll move forward. My full movement.
Okay.
And I would like to bonus action hide.
So now you're 30 feet away, and you're attempting to find some cover behind a tree or something. So go ahead and give me a stealth roll.
Okay. So that's an extra 20.
Nice.
She's invisible.
We'll put you behind the bush so you can actually see it. So yeah, you just come flying in there and like a run slide into the bush. Arvita.
Alright, my legs are short but strong. Short but strong. I'm taking off. Trying to get as close as I can, so full movement, and I'm going to be pulling out my bow. My short bow.
Okay. Alrighty.
Coming, Ermi! You're so fast! Where'd she go?
So now you are 70 feet away.
That's 7.
No.
Your arrow, you're just still running and like let go of it too early.
anything.
No! I can't do this and run.
Criella.
I'll run forward another 30 feet and form my ice ball again and I'll get you and throw it out there.
Okay.
Nope.
Bad night to be rolling low, guys. That is not it. Yeah. It just once again the ice just shatters into a tree, and
At least I'm not wasting level spells on this shit.
yes. But if you also
What are you talking about?
this one you don't roll the hit either, so
I've wasted 2 already.
Yeah.
Catch
Yeah.
up.
Okay, so the hobgoblins begin to move forward, and let's see.
So am I 60 feet now?
You're 60, correct? Yep.
Whoa, earth shake.
Sorry, I hit the table leg. Okay, yeah. They're still not 100% sure where anybody is. I have a feeling that the attacks are coming from this way. So you see them both kind of looking around, trying to figure out what's going on. And they just kind of yell something back at the goblins once again. The goblins turn and fire. 13 does not hit you, Colin, correct?
13? No.
Okay. And second arrow fire. That is not going to do it. Okay. Honk, you're up.
I'm going to use my whole movement and dash to get up behind the hobgoblins, please.
Okay. Yeah, you'll definitely be able to. Well, they've moved now, so you would be able to move 30 and get next to a hobgoblin if you wanted to.
Can I get behind them?
Like if you moved and dashed.
I mean, if I can just use my regular movement and get up to which
No,
side in front of them?
They moved about 30, so 30 would get you basically toe to toe
Do
with
them.
them.
Okay. Yeah, let me do that.
Okay.
I can move
Solid.
around later.
All of a sudden, the hobgoblins see this giant elephant man rushing through the trees at them.
As I'm running, I'm just gonna pull out my hammer and start swinging away.
Okay.
Maybe there's a...
What was that?
17.
A 17?
Yeah.
17 does not hit. You hit against the shield.
That'll be.
Sending in roll for rolling this crap.
You guys are rolling that crap tonight, but that's okay. That's how the dice work sometimes.
That's a good roll. Let's have shit.
Ermi.
Okay, so at this point you said I'm about 30 feet away.
Yeah, hide behind a bush. The hobgoblins didn't seem to notice you.
Okay, and Tom is right in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if I use my full movement, which is 30 feet,
Uh-huh.
that'll get me right in front of them as well, won't it? Can I get behind them and kind of flank them with Tolk?
Yeah, because of where they moved, and like you were 30 feet from them, kind of at the campfire area. So yes,
Okay, so I can. Okay,
you would
I
easily
will
be able to do that.
try to sneak up behind them, and then I'd like to get a little stab with the dagger.
Sure. And you were real quiet as you did this, so they don't seem to have noticed you crawling around the other side of the bush coming out.
That advantage sneak attack.
She's like an invisible dragon. It's incredible.
Okay, so then do I get advantage on this attack?
You do, because you're flanking.
That's fabulous. Okay.
Because our DM likes the flanking roll.
That's a good rule.
Kind of makes sense.
I mean, 6 seconds is a lot to try to pay attention to multiple people trying to stab you.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will definitely hit.
Okay.
Too bad. Crit.
I know, right? I was hoping. And no. My dice were like, no.
Um, You are flanking the one that has the bow, which has already taken a little bit of damage.
Okay. And do I also get to add my sneak attack?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
He did not see this one coming.
Kidney shot.
Okay.
Oh,
Sorry, guys. Time to figure out now. 9 points of damage.
9. Holy shit. Not you go in and get him in between the chink in his chainmail, and you just feel your dagger just sink in all the way to the hilt. And you see him coughing blood and spitting blood on Tom as he falls forward. Without even making a sound, his body hits the floor.
That might have been a long.
He doesn't want to die.
What he has to
take
do.
him back out with him.
Great job, Ermi. Arvida.
I'm still like 70 feet away. So,
Maybe I should have the short one next time.
I'm coming. I'm gonna try the arrow again.
Okay.
That's a 3. Alright.
Oh man.
It's a dirty 3, so it's a 5 total. It's whatever.
Your arrow gets dangerously close to Tonk and just skitters across the shoulder pauldron that the hobgoblin is wearing. It just like, bink.
Sorry, Tonk.
Okay,
I'll
so
take my
Evil
full
moved up to, you're now 45 feet away.
Okay.
Only another 2 rounds.
Be fine, I'll get there. You guys are doing awesome.
I'll move forward 30. So I'm like kind of right on the edge of the field, I think.
Yeah, 30 would put you out there, yep.
And I'll try pointing at him and being like, I will get you, motherfucker. And you need to make a dex save.
Sassy.
All right. 10.
Nope.
All right.
So take a d6 of acid damage.
Oh shit.
Acid splash. No damage.
1 point of damage. Yeah.
I'll get him! I'll get him!
How much was that?
1.
We suck tonight.
Really bad. Really, really bad.
Oh,
I don't know what to
man.
do. I'm getting new dice. I'm putting all of these
Um,
away.
The hobgoblin angrily swings his longsword at home. And very wildly, because that's an 11 to hit, so he misses.
Nada.
Tonk deflects it with his shield, sees the blow coming. The goblins behind. Oh, gee. You guys aren't the only ones rolling bad. I just rolled a 1. So.
Oh man.
The goblins both fire arrows in your guys' direction, Tonk and Hermie, and the arrows do not make contact with anything, and they just, you hear leaves rustling up above. Tonk.
Let's make this interesting. I'm gonna drop my shield and two-hand wield my hammer
Nice.
and swing at the hobgoblin. If I need to move up, I'll move up.
Okay. Now, yeah, you move up just a hair. I think like 1 square basically to get into his range. Actually, I'm sorry. He would have moved into you, so that's my fault. But yeah, either way.
Oh yeah, he did it swing at me, didn't he? That's a dirty 20.
That hits. Now you guys are catching up.
Oh no.
Cat attack.
I have some if you need them.
I got. I just need to.
Kitty.
Not a damn thing. That's 5.
5 points of damage.
Wow. Nothing got
You
him.
you swing two-handed, and he comes up to try to block it with his shield, and the shield hits the like rod part of your hammer, but your force is so great with both hands, you just come down clean on his skull, and you hear that crunch, and you just see him fall apart like a limp noodle and fall onto the ground.
Let me move to the goblins.
The two that have been shooting at you?
Yeah.
Okay.
As close as I can get.
5, 10, 15, 20. You'd be able to get real close. So,
Okay.
front range, basically, with the one here in front.
Okay.
Shit, I gotta stop bumping that table.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys.
It's alright.
It's alright, just chill.
That's why I shouldn't reach over. I need to get walk my ass around.
Did you get one of those grabby arms?
Yeah, I was just thinking that, yeah. That would be awesome. Or
I
like
actually have one.
those sticks that they have like in casinos for pushing chips across the board.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. That everything for me, Tom?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
For me.
Okay. It looks like the guys in front of me are dead.
Yeah, Hobgoblins.
I would like to move over to the guys that Tonk is fighting and try to flank again.
Okay.
Because, that worked out pretty well last time.
Yep.
Okay, and then I think I'll get a little stabby again.
Worked well before.
Okay. 23 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Okay.
She gets sneak attack because it's an add advantage, right?
Correct. Yeah, as long as you have an ally next to your target, you get sneak attack.
I would also like to point out that I just looked at my character sheet and realized that I did not even add everything that I was supposed to last time.
At least it doesn't matter. He's
My
dead.
bad.
Good job.
Oh, you just added the guys.
Yeah, I did. I didn't add my plus.
Oh, for that sneak attack hit?
Yeah, I did the dice, but it's 1d4 plus 3, and I didn't do the plus 3.
Gotcha.
So 14 points of damage.
Holy hell.
Just slices.
I just like to stab people in the love. It's fun.
Is that what you're going for again with this one? You just right up through the back, and you just feel ribs crack as your dagger enters into lung. And you feel that wet, squishy sound, and once again, Tonk gets splattered with blood as the goblin coughs and falls forward. Jeebus. Arvita. So where you are, Arvita, you're actually getting kind of close to where those goblins are. You would be able to make it about 15 feet away from a goblin this turn.
Yeah. I'm going to run Yeah, towards them. And this time I'm going to pull out my hand axe and try to throw it, since nothing else
Okay.
has really worked that well. And I'm like, well, come on, hand axe.
Well, you're at least in range this time and not at disadvantage. So.
Yeah, that helps.
And the goblins.
Oh,
not-
hand axe range is only 10 feet.
It's 20.
I know, I'm just...
Oh, thank goodness. I was like, no, I've been writing it down. It's fine. Okay. That is still only a 13.
13. That's enough. That just barely clips the goblin's armor. And you watch as the axe definitely makes contact.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's 5. 5 points of damage.
Make sure, but I think that was. Yeah, that is as many hit points as he has. So, how do you want to do this?
I come running in, huffing and puffing like a fat little halfling. With my little hand axe, I throw it, and it hits him. And I'm like, oh, did I get him? I don't even see it.
She doesn't even see the
Don't even
hit.
see
And you guys, Ermi and Tonks, you guys both just watch the axe fly between you because where she's throwing it is just right in front of you. And following the axe, you see the goblin's eyes in horror as the axe smashes right into his forehead,
Look back.
knocking him onto the floor.
Oh man.
Albita, that was great.
Oh my god, you guys are so fast.
Is there any other threats around?
And you guys are now out of combat.
Woo! I think someone carried me last time.
Well, maybe next time don't attack at 120 feet.
Yeah, that was my bad, guys.
Or Vita needs to run.
No,
more.
this was way more her style.
Yeah, it was. It absolutely was.
Keep ankle down.
It's. I
can't promise I won't do that again.
It's fine. Look, we did a good job though. Like we cleared this place out. Hey, look at all those people. Oh, they're gonna be so happy that they're free now.
Can I go pick up my shield now?
Oh yeah.
Yell
Yeah.
at the humans. Are there?
You see them like they're all kind of just like looking around. No, the rest of the camp left earlier.
The
Help.
rest of
Are
the
you
Yeah.
are you here to free us?
uh-huh.
No, we're gonna let you rot. Of course we're here to...
Yeah. What happened? Why are you here?
Are you part of the caravan?
Caravan.
Nope. Okay. You guys free them, I'm gonna get the goblin.
I'm gonna
You
go
notice
look
that,
for my javelin.
Okay. Go ahead and make a survival check, Arvina.
Bruise my leg. Quit. Why are they here?
We'll get there in a
17.
second.
Okay.
17.
Now
Yeah.
I roll. Now I'm rolling fine while I'm finding all my shit.
So it's going to take you a few minutes to do that, and you notice your companions are off doing other things, but Arvita traipses off and begins to scour through the forest, finding the tree that her javelin ended up in.
I only
The humans are in a fenced up area. There is a door that is locked. There's like a crude, rusty looking lock attached to it. Tonk said he's going after the goblins, so I'll describe that real quick just so you guys have an idea. The goblins, you notice they have manacles on, and they are like fairly, they look used and probably like in good enough condition that they're going to be difficult to get to remove. Then you can just kind of tell that as you're kind of approaching. To answer your question, they begin to tell you that the hobgoblins have been taking prisoners. We're some of them. They keep moving us all around, though. This isn't the only camp of them.
They leave people behind?
What do you mean behind?
Like at each camp? Or how do you know that there's multiple camps?
We've seen 2 other camps.
Oh. Where are they from here?
While that conversation is happening, Tonk, as you walk towards the goblins, you definitely recognize two of the goblins, the two goblins that were shackled. It's Toothpock and one of the other goblins that you met in the cave, Screech. And they kind of look at you, Boss! Boss!
What happened?
You said to do whatever girl wanted. Well, we did that. The hobgoblins didn't like it.
Don't you work for Hobgoblins?
We work for a bugbear named King Groll. We talked about this last time.
It's been a while.
I thought you had a good memory or something.
It's like the longest 4 days ever.
Pretty much.
I get my bugbears and my hobgoblins.
These are the hobgoblins. They're traitorous bastards. They've gone against everything we stand for.
Are you guys the only ones left from the cave?
They showed up and murdered us all. They said they're going after Groll next.
Is that where they left off to?
There was a whole camp of them. They brought us here night ago? Sometime recently we came here. I think it was 2 days ago. And Screech is like, yes, 2. We slept twice. Oh, right, yes, twice.
Are they shackled on their hands and their feet, or just their hands?
Just their hands, yeah.
Okay. Follow me. I'm gonna see if they have any keys on these guys.
Okay, sure. We'll go back to Criella. You guys are making this terribly difficult by splitting the party.
Just
Excuse me, sir.
stay with one person. Stay with them, Mo.
Pardon me.
Yeah.
Just one tiny moment. While Criella is talking to them, Ermi would like to try to pick the lock on the fence that's holding the people.
Sure, yeah, go ahead. Definitely. Good interjection. Go ahead and make a lockpick check to see how it works out for you.
Well, let's hope that it being rusted helps me out a little. 13.
Actually, yeah. The tumblers, like you're used to picking a slightly more advanced lock, and you're not, maybe your tools are a little wet or muddy, but the tumblers just feel mushy as you stick your tools in there and wiggle around, and it feels like you probably could have popped this thing easier than that, but you're skilled enough at this. You feel the and the people are all like looking at you. Oh, thank the gods. Where are we?
Just outside of Phandalin.
Phandalin? We know that town. That's where we're from. And a small group of you now notice that there's 2 children in this pen along with the other adults. And there's a man and a woman with them, and the man is speaking, and he looks at you and goes, the hobgoblins, they kidnapped us 3 days ago.
From the town?
From Phandalin, yes.
Oh. There's been lots of people going missing from there. I bet this is where they're going.
That would be
Feeding you?
feet. If that's what you call feeding, sure.
I'm gonna give the kids some pocket bacon.
Okay. The kids, it's like a 14, 15-year-old girl, and then he looks like he's probably close to adult boy, but like no facial hair, but kind of built like looks like maybe an 18-year-old or just barely close to that age. And they kind of reach out for the bacon and kind of look at everybody else and are like, And everybody's like, no, it's okay, it's okay. And they begin to munch on the thing. Thank you.
Do I find my javelin?
Yes, you do.
Like I'm running back. Guys, I got it back. It's cool.
You should try to cross at some point too. Sorry.
Yeah, we're
Oh, no,
in the
sorry.
middle of stuff.
I just made sure you saw a message.
No, I'm not paying attention to that.
I think I'm gonna go up to the people too.
Okay, yeah.
To the kids particularly. And I'm gonna give them each one of my little candies.
And they, like, hands full of bacon grease, they kind of like just kind of point at some of the other people.
Yeah, no, those are old people. They'll be fine. You're the future. Here.
And the people start kind of making their way out of the enclosure, since the door is now open for them.
Is everybody from Phandalin here, or some of you from other places?
I think we're the only ones from Phandalin, me and my family. I'm Fel Dendar. This is my wife Nilsa, and our 2 children. Sorry, Myrna is my wife. Lars is my son. Nilsa is our daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I work in Phandalin. I'm one of the. I run the wood carving shop.
To meet you.
It's
I'm-
nice.
I'm Criella.
I'm
Pleasure
Arvita.
for me, Gabriella. Nice to meet you, Arvita.
We make sure you get back to town safely.
I don't know how far is the town.
One slumber party away from here.
Is it safe to travel?
I mean, we were okay, but we're pretty badass.
Can I hear the conversation from where I'm at?
Yeah, nobody's being particularly quiet. You're not that far away.
Okay. Who's the most able-bodied in your group?
Probably the teenager kids that are jacked up on bacon and sugar.
For what purpose?
So you can grab these armaments from the Hobgoblins to protect yourself along the way, Phantom.
Hey, Bob, you want us to protect him?
That's a good idea, yet a bad idea.
What kind of
Just
work?
had a whole bunch of goblins attack the town, so I don't want you to in. But I mean,
You're friends with goblins?
isn't everybody?
Friend is a strong word.
I mean, yeah, if you want to grab the other goblin stuff, you can go with them, but I don't want you to get harmed, so it's your choice. It's possible that you...
Maybe just take them back to like the Tribord Trail, and then
Ooh,
they
yeah, that's a
do
good
the
idea.
road back down themselves.
Escort them to the road, and then...
They should be safe on the little path, the little bit of road from the
Stell
trail.
is like, but if they're friends, then, and they are helping us,
Yeah,
we can talk to the people of Fendlin. They'll be understanding.
hey, Tupac, are you two the only ones left from the cage?
They're kind of on high alert right now too.
Yeah, everybody's been killed. We're in, boss.
The town's undergone some changes.
But we can't leave the little goblins alone
They're not going to be alone. They're going to go with the guys.
until they get to the crossing, and then where are they gonna go?
Well, they brought up a good point. They can just tell the townspeople that they're with them.
Okay. They
And
have
hopefully
my
it goes
bed
well.
in. Tell Marlene
I meant
we
to
said
get your
hug.
meat, by the way, but some things came up.
I don't think we're gonna need that. Yeah. The rest of these bugbears, that's part of Cragmaw the Kragmaw tribe, by the way. The two you killed, the goblins, those are ones that they're now followers of Bane.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, that's good for you, though. That means you're free, right?
Wait, yeah. Remember you said do what Grohl says?
Yeah.
Grohl said no worshipping Bane.
Okay, that's cool.
We refused to do that.
Good
And
job.
they slaughtered everybody. They said we were going to be a sacrifice.
Oh. Well, at least we got here in time.
Yes.
So, arm yourselves up with the other goblin stuff that we killed.
Where are you guys going?
We
We're looking for Kragmaw Castle.
are, yeah.
After lunch.
Are you sure you want to go there?
I think we have to.
That's there's like he starts looking at his hands. A
I
lot
hold up my hands to help.
of hobgoblins marching on the castle.
Marching on the castle? Like they're gonna help us?
If by help you mean they're on their way to murder Grohl and all of those who follow him still, yes.
Well, we have a lead that one of our friends might be in the castle, held as a hostage.
Oh, the dwarf!
Yeah,
Yes.
the dwarf, yeah.
Yes, the dwarf. Is he alive?
So the bugbears here, they came to camp last night.
Yeah.
They said they got the dwarf and his map, and that Grohl is not going to let him go unless they pay 3 times the original price.
So Grohl
So
Didn't
he's
like
with Grohl.
according to that, he's still there.
That's
But
good.
these
That's great news. You're such useful goblins. You're the best.
the hobgoblins did that, and he begins to point at all the corpses of the hobgoblin or the bugbears on the floor. Are you
So
sure to go there?
I
Yeah.
took out 3 of them with 1 spell.
No offense, boss, but we saw all the light happen and the arrows go over these ones.
Well, he can't be held accountable for mine.
It was an off day.
Yeah. I'm hungry. I
There's a
can't
lot of
focus.
We just kind of woke up and stumbled upon the camp.
Okay,
I was warming up.
okay. Well, if you think you'll be okay, then it's on you.
Yeah, you just help. You know your way to Phandalin, or at least to the Trouble Trail, right?
We know the way through the woods.
Yeah.
We'll be safe.
Yeah, you just lead them, and I'll hand them some money.
Generous boss.
4 gold pieces, 2 each.
Sweet.
So
Thanks, boss.
you're gonna use this. I don't know if you know about money, but this will help you in Phandalin.
We know about it. We just don't use it.
Well, they use it in Phandalin, and if you need to get any supplies, hopefully they'll let you.
I'm buying a big bed.
They have an inn. Talk to Harb, right? Harbin
Just tell him you're friends with Arvida.
and Tom. Tobin,
Tolbin.
Tolbin.
and Marlena.
Marlena.
That's if they let you into the town. I'm not sure. You might have to prove them that you're good.
You got it. All right, we're gonna suit up and we're gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You be careful.
Yeah, you too.
There's one particular hobgoblin you want to watch out for.
Oh yeah.
She has a limp, and she kind of does magical things.
Mhm.
A
Does she have any special markings we can be on the lookout for?
She wears a red mask. Never seen anything like it. I've heard stories about their kind.
Is it a particular mask of an animal, or
Things that live below.
Like as in,
it's creepy?
like evil?
They sneak out at night and they snatch your children out of their closets.
Man, my brother Bjorn tells stories like that too to my sister Gilly, and we don't believe him.
Would we know any? Would I know anything that he's talking about?
Sure, go ahead and make a history check.
$18.
18. Yeah, you've heard rumors that specialty trained hobgoblins who show a prowess for assassination, they usually don a mask in reverence to a devil.
Okay.
And they're usually hobgoblins typically aren't prone to be people who aspire to be magical users, but for whatever reason, these particular hobgoblins show an affinity towards it.
We will definitely be on the lookout. Does she have a name?
We never heard of one.
Okay. Hobgoblin with a limp and a red mask. Definitely.
So they begin to suit up, and we will take our break.
Woo!
That's a good place to stop. Did I interrupt you? Sorry, Josh.
No, you're fine.
Okay. I thought we were at the end there, so.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll take a quick break, and then we'll be back.
We'll be right back.
Or the prisoners, I guess I should call them, are gathering what little things they can and begin to, skedaddle out of here. They don't want to be in this camp any longer than necessary.
I mean, please take the shields. It'll help.
Yeah, they kind of grab what they can, but you see some of them like stripping parts of the armor off and stuff, and they grab the swords.
Check the tent, guys. Yeah, check the tents. Maybe they left some stuff in there.
Does anyone know if there's anyone coming back to this campsite? Did we kill everything that was here?
As Toothbuck is like rifling through the goblin's pockets, grabbing what he can, he looks back and goes, "No, they marched on the castle. I guess if they live, they come back. But apparently, all the hobgoblins are leaving the area. They're going somewhere up north."
Towards the castle.
No, like far. Like they're leaving here. They're destroying Kragmaw because they said that Kragmaw won't be part of their plan.
You said the hobgoblin.
Yeah, the hobgoblins.
And they're just gonna tear through Kragmaw Castle and keep marching.
Well, they'll probably come back for their slaves.
Oh.
Right, who wouldn't?
Okay.
You need to know that Sildar's the one in charge now.
Okay.
At Vandalin.
Sildar.
Yeah, you know him.
Yeah, you should recognize him.
He's not so beat up.
The goblins, the villagers are like, "Sildar, what happened to Harbin?"
Harbin killed Harbin.
Harbin was killed.
By Harbin.
Fake Harbin.
Oh,
Fake.
they're okay.
Sildar will fill you in.
Yeah, we know Sildar. He's a good friend of ours. They
too.
kind of just look at the goblin and are like, "Oh
They're
shit!"
like, "Operate it."
Yeah, you keep them safe, Tupac.
Be careful out there.
You got it, boss.
You too, Screech.
Is there anything? Are there bad things this way in the woods? They usually are cleared out.
We didn't come across too much. We stayed the night in the woods and something in the middle of the night go above us.
What'd you hear?
We don't know. It was just like
The wind.
something pushing the leaves down towards us.
I
You
think
saw
the
the
real
dragon?
What?
Dragon.
Yeah.
We didn't see anything. We just heard it.
Oh.
Did you see a dragon last night? Was it big?
Couldn't tell.
How do you know it was a dragon?
I mean, did it kind of look like me? Only bigger?
You don't have a wing,
No, I don't have wings.
and you don't have a massive tail,
No, I don't have a tail at all.
and you don't have giant fangs,
Really?
and you don't sit there and scour an area and fly around over it
Well, no, I
searching
don't.
for something.
But I could still bite your little head off.
The hobgoblin said it was a sign from Bane.
Oh.
Oh, we might be in trouble. Dragons are no joke.
No, I think they're fine.
Have you ever heard of dragons?
Of course, I've heard of dragons. There's
How
so
many stories of them are nice dragons?
Well, no, not that the dragon has to be nice, but all of the stories I've heard have been successful, so I'm not that worried.
Oh shit, boss, they're leaving. We gotta go. Bye.
It was good to
Stay safe.
see you.
Thank you.
And you see that like the humans have kind of like already started splitting out of here, and
They're like,
now the goblins are running to catch up.
I know the feels. Get
Is
those little
there
lights going.
is that a big tent?
Yeah, it's a pretty large tent.
Can I peek inside?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
That ain't gonna happen. That's a 6.
There's a few crates and boxes, and you notice also there's just at a quick glance there's like 9 bedrolls laid out.
And there's other tents as well?
Correct.
Just as big or smaller?
Much smaller. What was that?
You say there's crates, right?
Yes.
Is there anything in them?
Yeah. As you pop open a crate, you see that there's some like small provisions in it.
How big I think is the bedrolls?
They're hobgoblin size,
So is that like pretty close to Ermi size, or?
give or take. Yeah, the
Okay.
hobgoblins are somewhere in like the humanoid range, so it's probably slightly small for you, but not super small. I mean, you're used to human accommodations, so
I sleep on the ground a lot, but Tonk's been giving me crap about not having a bedroll, so I'm gonna steal one of their bedrolls.
okay,
Stop
yeah.
stealing if they're dead.
I mean, true, it's not stealing if they're dead, but
And it's a lot comfier than a little less uncomfortable from the.
maybe.
I should probably pick up a bedroll too.
Don't you have one?
Is that fire in the middle of the camp actually going?
Yeah. And there's some sort of like looks like maybe a leg roasting on it.
I'm gonna line up a couple of the rolls from my rations pack on the stones around the fire to just kind of warm them up.
Okay, yeah.
Can I take that leg and chuck it?
Yeah, you may.
Whoa.
And as you grab it, you notice that it's actually like a leg.
Like humanish leg?
Or like,
It has singed hair all over it, like caked onto the meat.
Like a lot of hair?
Yes.
like
a bugbear.
Bugbear? Is it a match of bugbear leg?
It looks to be about the same rough size and shape of a bug.
Jeremy, I got you some food.
That's what I was just gonna say. If Tonk throws it, I'm gonna go after it.
I didn't. I was gonna throw it if it was a human leg.
I take it from him. Thanks, bro. This is really good.
It's really tough and really like muscly and
Good.
sinewy. But I mean, as far as flavor goes, there was no seasoning on this thing at all.
I mean, let's face it. I eat rats.
I have some salt. You need
from
some
the
salt?
road.
That's right.
I'm not gonna complain. Yeah, you can put a little salt on it if you want.
Take a little sprinkle of salt.
Can I-
Hand sprinkle of salt.
Can I get some salt?
Sure. What do you need salt for bread?
No. I am like using my battle axe, not my battle axe, my hand axe to cut open the rolls that I've made and the little like dried sausages. I'm like using my battle axe to slice. I'm making little sandwiches.
Sure,
So
yeah.
I need some salt.
I have like 4 pounds of it.
I just need a
Yeah.
sprinkle. It smells weird over here though, like the burnt hair thing.
You get used to it. It's not so bad. You want a bite?
No, I got my little road witches.
Road
Okay.
witches.
Oh man, so much better with salt. Thanks, man.
Always.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you guys are taking a short rest here. It sounds like. So if you want to go ahead and use hit dice to recover, you may. Any other thing you may want to use during a short rest, I think this would be an appropriate time for that.
I didn't get hit with anything because I was like out there in the woods still.
How many javelins did you toss?
Just one. I shot one arrow, one javelin, and threw a hand axe. Because each time I was like, no, no.
Did you get your hand axe back before the goblins got to it?
That's the one I picked up on the ground and I'm using to cut my bread. It was in his face.
It was in his face. That was pretty easy to get to that one.
My arrow is so gone though. It's okay. I got
That's
yours. Criella, you want a bite?
sure, I'll take a bite.
Everyone pretty topped off?
Oh yeah.
I'm
I
back
could
to
walk
normal.
for like another hour.
Hour. We got more than that to go.
Then I should make
Can
a
we
couple
see,
more
like-
sandwiches.
Can we see like where they were walking, the group of hobgoblins?
The ones that left.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a survival check. So this would be something you probably do while you're doing your short rest. This is small amounts of activity, so we can classify that as.
16.
What was that? Sorry.
16.
16. Yeah, you can see it's kind of off to the just behind like where the prison pin was set up.
Okay.
There's you can tell that like a gathering of people walked through that area somewhat recently. There's definite like boot prints, rather large boot prints, like deep wise rather. And while you're kind of looking around, Tom, go ahead and make a perception check.
This with 13.
13. Kind of far away, and it's hard to really pinpoint exactly where the sound is. You hear a. Sorry, cats.
Does anybody else hear that?
I'm about to get head booped again, aren't I?
Is it the same noise we heard with that boar?
I mean, we heard it yesterday.
Yes.
And it's coming from the direction I was searching? Or behind?
Kind of, yeah, it's off in the distance in the woods somewhere. It's hard to pinpoint exactly where that sound was coming from, but you hear it nonetheless.
It's coming from in front of me or like where everyone walked?
Yeah, where you were looking to find the trail.
Okay.
Somewhere off to like the northwest of the Hobgoblin field.
No, he's just trying to show us where to go.
That or he's getting slaughtered food.
I mean, they're made of bacon. I have a hard time blaming anybody for that.
Although they think they have a lot of prisoners.
Arvita, go ahead and make a nature check.
Goodness. It's not my night. It's a 2.
2. Okay, yeah.
It definitely is gonna show us the way. He wants us to follow it.
Well, I mean, I think we can go towards the sound if it's not too far out of the way.
I mean, we're headed that way,
If
right?
everyone's done taking a rest.
It's in the direction we need to go.
True.
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Let's head up.
So you guys begin to make your way through the forest. Marching order, please.
I'll go first.
Number 3.
What?
Number 3.
Number 3, okay. Arvita,
Before we go, how dry is the forest?
make a nature check. Yeah, nature, I guess.
Did he say dry?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta talk at your microphone because you put your. You keep talking like as you're moving in. You start, so it's funny. It's like kind of in and out. But okay, so with that, I mean, you know that it was dry while you guys slept last night, and while you were on watch, you didn't feel any real moisture. It is the time of year that you're coming into is the like summery portion of the year. You're kind of like in the middle of spring, so there's like, you know, some slight dew in the morning, but you didn't see a storm of any kind.
I was thinking about tossing this fire or some of the fire onto the tents, but anyone have any objections?
No.
I guess I
It'll.
can't say why.
It might draw some of them back so we could set a trap.
I didn't even think about that. I was just thinking they don't have any place to sleep. But that's a good idea.
If they see a shitload of smoke, some of them might turn back.
But I'm afraid it's going to catch the forest on fire.
It might catch the forest on fire.
I don't want that.
Why don't you just leave them with nothing? You can destroy stuff without burning it, right? Or maybe Ermi can do it.
She's got fire.
Fire breath. Maybe she can control it.
But it's not magical fire. Once it's on fire, it'll catch to the trees.
It's true.
It could,
Okay.
It's true.
but the leaves are still like green and stuff. They're not like brown, withered.
Make a nature check. $13. I mean, everything looks pretty okay. Like, it doesn't look like high conditions for fire. There's not a huge breeze blowing or anything like that either. So, it may get out of control because you're burning a lot of stuff. But
we could just burn down the things that we really don't want them to have, like tear apart the tents and then like burn the sticks or something like that.
Can Arvita start smashing one of the tents with her sword?
Yeah.
See, Tom, like this.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try to take down the big tent. Just like knock it down or something.
I just do the one and then get tired.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I need to make you guys roll anything to destroy a tent. So you guys begin to dismantle destructively the camp of the Hobgoblins.
I'm gonna like kneel down and close my eyes and try to feel the earth around me and like watch the clouds a little bit as much as I can.
Are you using
and
Druidcraft
to try to predict the weather.
Go. Yes. There is a very calm, subtle breeze that brushes across your face. And you feel, just for a moment, a little bit of sunshine hitting your cheek.
How far in advance does it predict weather?
The day.
The full day?
Yeah, I believe that's what it is.
Let's double check. Oh yeah, for the next 24 hours.
You would know that means that it's kind of just going to be a normal day.
I think we'll be okay to light a little fire too. The weather seems good today.
We already took time to destroy it.
Well, yeah, but you can't just like burn it down, then it would be uncontrollable, but we can pile it all together into a bonfire.
Yeah, now that we've got it all like kindling.
At least a small tent.
I'm just gonna start dragging my pieces into the fire that's burning in the middle of the campground.
Okay.
I'll drag what I can into it.
Okay.
Help.
Yeah, drag a little bit.
So you guys spend another hour or so at the Hobgoblin camp, just kind of sufficiently destroying it and setting a good majority of the tents ablaze.
Man,
Not the entire thing of each of them, but
fencing too, like the gate and things like that.
I imagine you're just kind of controlling it as much as possible.
Yeah.
well, it's good news that Gundren's still alive, huh, guys?
That is.
I hope they're
See,
not
I told you.
torturing him.
Goblin friends.
Yeah. I hope they're not torturing him right now.
They probably are, but that's what happens when you're a prisoner. Well, he said they got the map, so they're probably not torturing him too much.
If they already got the map, we should definitely hurry.
Definitely.
I think his life is probably only good while the map is, Yeah,
Well, they might need help reading the map.
maybe. I hope we can read the map.
We have Gundren.
We do have Gundren. Well, if we leave now, we might still have Gundren.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah. I forget what I'm doing and totally just walk away from the fire.
Yeah, we'll start following that path I found.
Okay, yeah. It's not particularly hard to follow, since it seems that they, you can tell the Hobgoblins were definitely not moving with quiet as their intent of approach. So you do begin to make your way through the trees, and as you guys begin to make your way through the trees, they begin to thin out a little bit.
Can I keep a lookout for more hobgoblins?
Yeah. Eventually, the trees give way, and you're able to see the derelict ruins of an ancient castle off in the distance. If you would like to look at the Discord channel for that, I posted a picture kind of resembling what you're seeing.
Are we close enough to any gods or anything?
No. This is much further out. I don't know that we're allowed to show that, so that's why I'm posting in there.
It's all right. Just don't give
I
us
don't
any
want to
money.
break any sort of copyright.
We just can't make any money off it.
We'll edit that part out of the YouTube video. Thanks, Jess.
Yep.
I'll put a black bar across your.
It'll just be across Jess right here.
As you begin to approach the castle, you like I said, you can see the derelict ruins of the walls. These walls stretch 20 feet or so up. Most of them appear to be mostly intact. These giant stone walls look very solid. From where you're approaching, though, to answer Irving's question, you're still kind of a bit out, so you would have no idea whether or not there's any sort of guards on duty.
When we see it, can we hear any type of fighting or?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Has Arvita ever seen a castle before?
That's your choice.
I don't think she's ever seen a castle before.
So you are looking at, this is an impressive structure, even in its current state for you. This is something that's like, you've heard stories of the kind of labor efforts involved in constructing such a massive fortress. This is something that probably, in its heyday, had hundreds of people garrisoned within its walls. And there were probably like farms and all sorts of small villages surrounding this place. So it's very possible that you're even standing on the ruins of an ancient village where you stand currently.
Isn't there a castle in Neverwinter she would have seen?
She might not have seen the actual castle though. Like the city's big enough that she might have just been in the city exterior.
I might not have been paying attention. But
the place where you guys met Gundren was not near the capital at all. It was kind of more slummy by the dock. So
I can't believe one family.
I was a 22 on perception.
22. Okay.
We all perception.
Sorry, what was that, Eric?
No. It's just Tonk. Tonk was rolling perception. Nope.
No. You said something though, as Arvita. I'm curious what you said.
Oh, just that I can't believe that big place holds this one family's house. Must be a family like mine.
I mean, not necessarily. It just means they've got money.
Did you roll 2?
No,
Oh, sorry. What did you ask?
I asked if we were all doing it.
Oh. Well, let's keep it just to 2 whenever we do these things if we can. Just that way, it's not like.
That would be a 5.
Actually, well, Tonk rolled good enough, anyways. You don't hear anything, Tonk, but you smell something. It is the overwhelming stench of burning hair.
There's a lot of death on the air. A lot of singed fur.
Oh no.
Yeah, I hope you brought your appetite.
Well, we gotta get Gundren. Either way, burnt hair or no burnt hair, they can burn my hair if they want, but we gotta get Gundren.
We better get moving then.
Beelining it to the castle.
Okay. So you guys are moving in a little closer?
Yep.
So you can see that on the immediate surrounding of like where the tree line starts to end, there does appear to be a door as an access point at this portion of the castle where you're at. And you can kind of see this clearing extends all like from where you're approaching the, well, let me Let me draw you a little picture. Oh, this is where I need the map at. And I can't get to it because of that kitty.
Oh, Kitty's fault.
So, essentially, if I show you anything, it might reveal too much of the stuff I have available at the moment. But more or less, actually...
Is the door open?
No, the door is actually ajar. I'm just kidding. It's not a jar, because doors can't be jars.
Could be.
I'm going to send you guys a map just to kind of give you guys an idea of what's going on here. This might help you. Bear with me for a moment. Thankfully, I didn't get to the point of actually adding the interior into this map yet, so you will only see the exterior portion of it, which is perfectly fine. You guys will just have to pretend that your characters don't know the information you know, but hey, that's half the D&D, right?
Is it going into the Showtime visual?
Yes. So, where actually...
Oh, you knocked me over, Cat. You're laying on me. What the hell?
So, Tonk, can you tell the difference with your smeller, what kind of hair it is?
I don't know, can I?
Like, is it halfling hair?
With that good of a roll, it smells similar to the campfire you were just at.
It smells pretty familiar.
Does it smell like Ermi's breath?
No. It's got halitosis and meat mixed in.
She just rinsed it out with bugbear leg.
Exactly. Does it like my lunch?
You guys are approaching from kind of where that southeast clearing is in the woods. You can see that it kind of breaks away. This is just to help.
You give directions like I know what that means.
Right.
We're over here, that's over there.
The bottom right-hand corner. Yeah, bottom right-hand corner of the map.
Which way is right?
This map
on the wrong
is
screen.
not for Ermi.
Sorry.
This map is for Missy, not for Ermi. So.
Yes, no. Missy is the one that doesn't know her right from her left.
Oh.
It literally is marked on my screen. I need to mark the other
unfortunately
screen
not
now.
cool enough to have built an entire castle for you guys, so that's not it.
And where's the door at, you said?
So I didn't get finished drawing the thing, obviously, but to the like the left-hand portion of that portcullis over there, that first one that you're approaching, you can see that there's like a small ramp up into what appears to be a like door opening. There's not actually an open door. It looks definitely shut.
Can I share that picture?
Yeah, you can share that one. That's something I wrote on Incarnate, and I was kind of just in the middle of doing it, but it'll at least help with the visual aid of trying to convey what I'm trying to say.
How far away are we?
At the moment, you guys are probably from like that doorway about 200, 300 feet.
Okay.
Pretty far. Is it all tree line, or you said it was getting thinner? But are there any trees?
Yeah, like you can tell, like from that picture, like the area directly in front of the castle is totally open dirt, mud.
Okay.
I want to keep an eye out for traps the closer we get.
Okay.
Do we just go knock?
Knocking is not a great idea, but
yeah. Unless we kept that bugbear leg, we could have used that as an offering.
I was hungry.
That's alright. Why do I always want to offer up food?
Because it works really well. Remember, we almost had goblin friends the first time. You guys slaughtered them all, and then the second group of goblins we come across, you guys are all like, oh, we'll make friends with these ones.
I mean, a lot of the things that, you've dealt with directly at this point, like, they're creatures of, like, they don't have major civilizations. So for them, food and survival is the way of life. And your existence kind of dictates that. You know for a fact that, like, roaming around and not having, like, a stable city to call your own, like, getting food on a daily basis becomes your priority number one. So it's very appropriate that Tonk would offer, like, be thinking about the primary need of a creature before he thinks of trying to offer him gold or jewels or something like that.
Or
So,
friendship.
Cool.
I think you accidentally stumbled into a character trait with Tonk.
He's like that mom that everybody comes to the house and they feed them all.
Yeah, they're convinced that everybody is a starving child at heart.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations, Josh. You've become your mother-in-law.
Thanks.
And while you guys are kind of standing here around the area, once again, you hear a sound.
There's a
And then
lot
you
of
hear
I think it's a mating call.
I do too.
We should just avoid that area and just go around.
Where do they? Both the voices come in from the same direction?
make a perception check.
I heard a lady, I think.
16.
16. The first noise came from somewhere off to the north. You don't.
Direction of the Cragmaw?
Yeah, exactly. And the second noise did not originate from that area. It was much fainter and somewhere off to the west.
They're calling for help.
Oh.
They're separated. The pigs are separated.
Does it sound animalistic or does it sound like a creature imitating an animal?
Yeah, so I made you make a nature check earlier to discover this.
Uh-huh.
So unfortunately, Criella wouldn't have just
Okay.
automatically learned new information. You would, based on the sounds though, it does not sound people.
Okay.
I thought it sounded like the boars we heard before.
Yeah.
It does sound like an animal.
Okay.
So it's not like the
Leave it alone.
bugbears mating call?
No. Well, I mean, I guess depending on how much time you've spent around bugbears, they might make this noise, but you don't know.
Yeah, okay.
No.
It already sounds familiar.
Well, we're here at the castle. I don't know if we need to worry about that now.
Well, we could just see if there's a pig in there that needs to be freed when we're freeing Gundren. I'll keep an eye out for a pig.
Don't worry
Sounds good.
I'll get her.
I guess we'll keep walking up towards the door.
We should sneak or like maybe stand on the like forest edge and watch for patrols or anything like that.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, good idea.
Okay. So you go ahead and make a stealth roll for me.
Ooh.
What are we doing?
You're quietly approaching the door.
13.
13.
23.
21.
11.
My rolls have been so
These are
not
being-
helpful tonight.
White. What did you get, Erica?
21.
Yeah, that's what I thought you heard. Okay, yeah. You guys are being fairly quiet as you make your approach.
Can I go a little ahead of everyone and check for traps on the way?
Yes, make a perception check for me.
I'd rather not.
As you guys cross into the clearing quietly, Ermi, you are looking around trying to see what's going on. And as you look off towards the west, so rightish on that map, about 100 feet from you.
Rightish?
Rightish, yeah.
Would that be...
East,
that would be
west.
east.
West.
Less
Be left.
less left.
Be left.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's what I try to do, north, south, east, west. And that map is oriented correctly that I put up. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Off to the west, you notice there are 3 bugbears laying on the ground.
You think they're napping or dead?
What do you see?
There's some dead bugbears over there.
Quietly, she says this
You sure they're red?
because she's being stealthy, right?
Are they on fire? Are they on fire?
As we get closer, can we see them?
Yeah. You guys begin to cross to that clearing too.
Are they close to the building or?
No, they're kind of just in the dirt, like the dirt clearing.
Okay.
I don't think they would have taken a nap here.
And they don't look crispy. These aren't the ones that are burning.
Now that you guys are actually like eyes on and looking at them, each of them have mini arrows piercing them.
Does it look like they were trying to run away?
I mean, you're gonna have to get closer to actually investigate that if that's something you're interested in.
No.
This door beside us. See if it's open.
Is there
I can look.
indication of what direction the arrows came from? Like,
Yeah, you're looking at your
The way
feet.
they fell.
You're looking at like the feet side of the body.
Okay.
So from our direction, it seems like.
Yeah, and like the arrows are sticking straight up because they're taking a dirt nap. So
See, they are taking a nap.
yeah, just the permanent kind.
About how far the clearing to the walls?
it's about a 50-foot gap. I think this might be an excellent place to stop for the evening.
Oh,
Oh
well,
my
shit.
gosh. I want to
So-
knock on the door so bad.
Well, we'll have to save that for next week.
Yeah. Dang.